There it is! I finally found it! The magic mushroom! Yes! I bet you if I catch this, I'll get a supersized power-up, or catsuit, or a free man or something. Slippery little bugger. Hold still!
Hey, don't run from the Lord! Where are you going?
What the heck?
And this is our review of
Fall asleep.
I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game prior to its release.
It was developed by Zillion, published by the almighty Zidon. It released on February 12th for the price of $4.99. So this week's game just drops us into the Enchanted Forest. So, okay. I'll really have to keep my eyes out for the enchanted piece of this forest. It quickly walks us through some simple platforming controls and jumps right into introducing obstacles and enemies. Brilliant! Pair this up with the repeated background music that's sure to impress any significant other you may have that has the unfortunate fate of sharing the same living space with you.
What is that melody?
Gameplay mechanics quickly get flipped upside down, which most of this seems very oddly familiar. As a kid who grew up in the dawn of home console gaming, I personally witnessed side-scrolling platformers find their place in the gaming industry. The Nintendo Entertainment System had finally given developers a canvas that was large enough to capture an entire generation's imagination. So much that we're still seeing retro games like Fallasleep pay tribute to these classics. Innovations in game style, secret areas, and power-ups have continued to push the flame that Super Mario Bros. Had once originally sparked. So you might think seeing a retro pixel art platformer come to modern consoles in 2025 that it would hold all the greatest gameplay tricks from the last 30 years. Or you may be mistaken. Fallasleep doesn't try to pull any stunts or cheap tricks. It's a simple platformer spread across 5 different biomes, including the Enchanted Forest, the Volcano Deep, Sandy Island, the snowy peaks, and even the darkest dungeon. With each of these level completions, you gain new abilities with each star fragment that you find. Obviously, the gameplay you see on your screen is all standard platforming. If anything, I kinda struggled with how floaty the character's jumping mechanic is, when the game relies on your ability to anticipate and stick the landings. It took me quite a few deaths before I was able to kind of catch on to the whole learning curve, to drift and hit the platforms, to have the ability to run through many of the later levels. Each new level provides you a new ability to navigate the challenging courses, none of which were overly difficult. Most moderate skill level gamers should be able to run through the entire game in about 30 to 45 minutes, which kind of brings me to my biggest vice and advantage for this game: the price versus gameplay value. A large percentage of the achievement hunters will just go ahead and snatch this one up, wash the 1000G, and drop it like a used shell that will never be played again. Is padding your gamer score really worth $5?
Brother,
Maybe. I guess I'll let you decide that. The gameplay is very tame and could be very accessible for younger gamers, but with the level of polish we see in the industry now, I'm not so sure kids would even bother touching this title. So if you know what you're getting into and a bite-sized snack on a Friday night is your jam, Fallasleep may be in your future. Other than that, I feel like this is another one-and-done title, and there's really no reason to return to it due to the lower replay value. Overall, I guess you get what you pay for, and I truly believe anyone looking at this title knows exactly what they're getting into. Therefore, this sleeper title delivers right in the middle of the road with 2.5
beans out of 5.
Yeah, well, that wraps up that review right there. Here's some notes I took. Where I put the keys to the tractor. So, you know we make these new review videos every week, so if you're an indie developer or there's something you want to see,
Hey, Peppa Pig!
that ain't happening. Let us know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments down below. Be sure to visit again next week as we continue to take humorous stabs at some of the industry's new and upcoming titles. Cyber Tank 2. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time on The Frog.